Hey beautiful creatives, it's the beginning of March and so I'm going to give you a little life update. I now have 4 to 5 different Instagram accounts that I am managing along with this YouTube because they're all for separate things. So my main page was always just all over the place and having different categories every week. And I feel like that was off-putting to some of my followers, so I decided to make a new account for all of my modeling stuff, and then for for all of my modeling stuff has all of that account. And then the Durazo Art Hub is all sketches and doodles and things that I don't normally publish that's not finished, right? So more experimental art. And then Durazo Designs is all logos and professional works for if I'm going to work for a major business or small individuals. And then I also have Billy Swag, which is my merch that I'm trying to boost sales, which I haven't yet. No sales yet. Since before January, I have 0 sales. So there's that. And along with these pages, I have the Alison.Durazo still, not to be confused with Alison_Durazo, because Alison_Durazo kind of just pivoted and just, it's a mess. There's also Durazo Alison, which is the modeling one. Durazo Alison's the modeling one. So it has only the people I'm following is only brands I want to work with. So I will not be following anyone back on that page, but on the other pages, I will follow people back. So along with managing all of these different accounts, I'm setting aside time every Wednesday and Friday to do a 30-minute video talking about life updates and things that I want to either get done or things that are on my mind. So basically a vlog, typical Y2K vlog. And for the Alison.Durazo, once again, I kind of spun around on this one, but the Alison.Durazo one, I'm trying to experiment with different styles of fashion. So I want to do a mix of Gengairu Gairu and Himigairu together because I think that would be so adorable. I think it's already been done. Similarly to like Fairy K is almost like that, but not quite. I'm kind of putting my own mix onto it, especially with this new season of Infinity Nikki. This new season of Infinity Nikki is all about coquettes, pink aesthetic, and pink bows. And I really like that. Like, just check out my hair. Added a little bow to it today. And that's something I've always really adored is bows and super cutesy stuff. And I wasn't able to do that when I was working as like a nanny, and then I also couldn't do that when I was working for commercial and fashion modeling because they wanted me in, you know, plain black, beige, white, typical kind of sad colors, boring colors. I mean, these are fun right here, but they're getting all tangled, so definitely need a new sparkly fun shirt because I always thought this was like my kind of like my cowgirl shirt, but it's really getting tethered and knotted, so not cool. And then I'm gonna do more fashion reels, and for videos I want to do more skits too, but I don't think I'm gonna do them yet. I'm just gonna stick to my content schedule for the vlog and then photos to see if I can get a casting for some type of job. So whether it's a movie, a TV show, a commercial, or casted to be like a commercial model again, because I do have like super beige boring clothes still for that one account, so hopefully I could get into that again. Other than that, my backup plan was always graphic design or an animator. But I kind of find out I really don't like animating. It's very frustrating for me. All the tiny little frames. It just kind of makes me upset. So I prefer not to create an animation unless I write it and then someone else animates it. That's kind of something I'm open to. But again, I'm not a perfect writer and I do have ideas for animes. It's just, I cannot animate it. I could do the logos, the designs, and the front header or the pages, like 2D pages, because I'm not super good with the Y and X axis when it comes to 3D design. I've tried it many times. ZBrush is okay, but it looks very sloppy when I use ZBrush, and I haven't been able to do anything with AutoCAD because the computers I have are not stable enough for those to practice on. So not putting in enough practice also has an impact to not being able to do the 3D aspect of the designs. However, I do have the whole Adobe suite, the Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Premiere, and Adobe Illustrator, which I love to be in Adobe Illustrator the most. And I can somewhat be in Procreate, but I noticed fans and artists alike don't really like my Procreate art very much. It's just not very refined yet as my traditional sketchbook art is. Like, I had a lot more practice on sketchbook paper and charcoal art than I have with the digital space, if you know what I mean. Like, I've spent a lot of time doing art and design on digital, but I've been drawing since I was like 4 years old. So knowing how to use the paper and the pencil is something I'm more familiar with. That being said aside, I like to work with other artists to collaborate and hopefully get those modeling jobs. And if not, it's just something I could do on the side while I'm getting all the graphic design jobs or selling my merch, which I will link below.